Fam, I would like to vibe check real quick before we start. First of all, how we doing? How's it going? This is like a part 2 stream. Context. Obviously, a big reason for this stream is because anniversary is coming up. And we talked about it a little bit in the last stream, but I had to cut it short because I had an obligation and a promise that I made to a brother, a broski of mine. As any real bro will tell you, when you make a bro promise between your bro, you must uphold the bro promise according to the laws of the broski code. That or you break your bromantic relationship. And that was, I couldn't do that with Chaotic. That's just not possible. So, we had to end up the stream a little early when we were discussing it. I was hoping I would finish the discussion, but I did not. Requires a lot more to talk about, to be honest with you. I had to cut myself off at the end of the stream. So, a bromis. Exactly, a bromis. A bromis. Exactamundo. Had to be done. But, just want to vibe check. We're going to stay classy in this chat. Constructive criticism is 1000% allowed. If you don't like something, please be vocal about it. That's okay. It's what we're talking about. Believe it or not, it's cool to have different opinions. That's okay. If you like the rewards, totally cool. If you like Kokomi, totally cool. We are allowed to have different opinions. I will not see any bashing in the chat or toxicity towards anyone. Because if you're toxic, you will be banned from the chat or timed out from the chat. Preferably timed out, but up to the mods. They can also ban you if it's really, really bad. And yeah, just want a vibe check. Cool. Dope. Awesome. Remember, it's okay to have different opinions. It is okay. It is okay. Believe it or not. Cool. And with the vibe check out of the way, enjoy the music. You know the rules, and so do I. We start the stream, not on this song, but on the next song's drop. Oh my god, this is actually really adorable. Okay. So I'm currently waiting for the drop of the song. Oh my god, mobs. I'm currently waiting for the drop of the song, but as I'm playing Kokomi, right? I'm walking around, and if you hop, like bunny hop consistently as Kokomi, it looks like her fin tails on her coat are flapping. It's so adorable. That's all I'm gonna say. Ah! Okay, we're good. Hey, Gemma Hayes, congrats on Kokomi! Promise we'll watch Kokomi's trailer by the end of this stream. Promise. Dream Team fam! How we doing? How's it going? How we doing, chat? All right. Sweet. How's it going? Hopefully y'all have had a great day. Listen. I just want to vibe check again real quick. It is okay to be unhappy. It is okay to be happy if that's how you feel. If you like the rewards, that's okay. If you didn't like the rewards, that's also okay. It's cool to have different opinions, different perspectives. What's not cool is to be a toxic jerk about it. So please stay classy. You are open to criticize or compliment anything. Okay? Cool. 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 The name of the community is the Dream Team Fam. If you're going to be a part of the community and interact with the community, you got to fall under Dream Team Fam rules. As the name suggests, fam. Be respectful. Pretty please. Be respectful. Notice it's not called the Dream Team Family because sometimes family, your biological, isn't really what your fam should be, if you know what I mean. I know what that's like, so, you know. Just saying. Cool. Understood. Sweet. Let's get into this. We're gonna have some dope vibes in the chat too, but we got to start with the serious stuff because that's where we left off. First and foremost, I would just like to say, Kokomi, not my type, but I feel like we're more besties if anything. But she's insanely adorable. Her cuteness is over 9,000. If there is a definition of cute inside of Genshin Impact, Kokomi is definitely like up there, adorable. Like just, you know what I mean? Like fluffy and warm feelings, you know, hard to describe. Hard to describe. All right. Just too cute. Too adorable. Seriously. Genuinely. Wait, you got her? Yeah. Oh, dude, watch the last stream VOD. Last stream VOD's gonna blow your mind. That's all I'm gonna say. I saved a lot of money. There's a reason why I got her. Just to recap, for those that weren't here for the last stream, I was gonna skip her banner. And to be honest, I technically did skip her banner. Technically speaking, I didn't spend a single dollar on her banner. All of it was rolls that we saved from Ball because we were expecting to spend way more on Ball than what we ended up spending thanks to good RNG. Here's the plan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm consistent, okay? I am really like just blanked out over here because it's super bright. Much better over here. Actually, it's still kind of bright. Oh my God, it is bright in here. Hold on. Wait a minute. There we go. Perfect. Kind of short. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. Rare footage of UD using a healer. I know, right? That's the funny thing. Hear me out. So, as you know, Kokomi was released. And even before her release, because we live in a community where leaks are a thing. We won't be discussing leaks, but they are a thing. They are a thing. Because they are a thing, people knew about her kit and her statistics ahead of time. And we know about her kit and her stats now, right? And just at a first glance of her kit, any reasonable person would be like, wait a second, hold on. 100% negative crit. That's not okay. That's pretty bad, actually. Like any person would see that and say that, right? Just being honest. Also, the way her kit's designed is not your typical kit, right? On top of her having negative crit, she also builds and scales off of max HP and healing bonus, right? And while she does perform hydro damage, because she doesn't do crit damage, because of that, it's not, at least initially, recommended to build hydro damage due to a lack of crit and crit damage. So, ideally speaking, doing any big numbers with her, not possible, but she's intended to be a healer, right? Anyways, point being is the entire community is clowning on Kokomi. Everybody is absolutely bashing on this character due to the state of how viable or not viable she is, right? In my opinion, my first impression, she's not viable. She seems like she could be a very bad 5-star character in my honest opinion, first impressions. But I say this with every 5-star. I'm consistent. I'm not gonna switch up just because the first impressions look bad. You do not know the true state of a character until you've been testing said character in a post-release environment for at least minimum a month. Bare minimum a month. Bare minimum. We've seen this with several characters. You got to test them out for at least a month before you can say anything. You can have first impressions, but at the very least, you gotta test for at least a month. There are so many characters, builds, weapons. You cannot possibly try everything. Again, Albedo was released and considered a super underwhelming support character until a genius, I forget if it was Korea, Japan, or China. It's one of the three. I think it was China. I could be wrong. It was a genius in one of those three countries that realized an R5 Harbinger of Dawn, a 3-star weapon, made Albedo an insane consistent DPS support, right? That's awesome. But notice it was a 3-star weapon. And it is not everyone's first impressions to test a 5-star with a 3-star weapon. You wouldn't think that. You know what I mean? So, that's why I say we need to give it time in order for it to be tested. But my first impressions are, I don't think it's going to be a great 5-star. I could be wrong. But here's the thing. I wanted to see if we could make it great. I want to see if after a month, we can make Kokomi work in a comp, or if the community can make Kokomi work in a comp. Beginning Operation #MKG, also known as Operation #Make Kokomi Great. That's the plan. That's the plan. Regardless if she's garbage or not, remember this is a PvE game. Remember the majority of the game you can clear with the free starter characters you get in the game for free. Enviosity has proven this. Shout out Enviosity, absolute chat and legend in the community. Big fan of your content as well. Huge fan of Tuanto, by the way. Sorry. Off topic, distracted, puppy attention span. Point being is, it's a PvE game. Everything can be cleared for free. Roll for who you enjoy, not for what's going to give you easy clears. Just because the easy clears are fun and all, but this is not a competitive game. This is not a game where you getting the super OP character versus the balanced character isn't going to make much of a difference besides a 1 minute faster clear time in the Abyss. Or 40 seconds in a domain. You know? Like, that's about it. That's really all you're getting. At least for now. This could change in the future. In the future, maybe this changes. Maybe we get harder content. Possibly, right? We also have gotten events that have given very hard content too, which are awesome. Mihoyo, please keep bringing them out. So, make Kokomi great. We're going to see if we can do it. At the end of the day, my philosophy is pick characters you really enjoy. And a lot of people were looking forward to Kokomi, and I can totally understand. I agree that if you were looking forward to Kokomi, any person who was planning on maining this character, and then they realized that their one main that they were going to main doesn't seem good on release, would be disappointed. If everybody was saying Kazuha was a discount Venti upon release, right? I was going to main him regardless. I C6'd him on day one, right? Shout out to the community that helped. But it always feels better knowing your main is strong. That's a fact, right? So I totally understand that. That's a fact. That's a fact. But let's talk anniversary rewards before we go heavy into Kokomi. Let's talk anniversary rewards before we go into Kokomi. And the state of the game and characters, in my opinion, and all of this. Because I've been getting non-stop DMs about this the past 2 days. Yesterday or earlier this morning, one of the two, I can't remember because it's been so much. I've been getting a lot of DMs in the Discord. Especially after a certain video on YouTube, who I don't want to put any attention on it. Because I'm not trying to call anyone out. I have no issues with any of the creators as of right now. But because a lot of people are talking about it, I've been asked about it nonstop. So we do got to discuss it. It is something, regardless, even if I wasn't DM'd, it needs to be discussed. It needs to be discussed. Anniversary rewards. Real quick, chat. What are your thoughts? Honest opinions. Don't be toxic. If you're toxic, you will be timed out. And if it's really bad, you will be banned. Don't be toxic. Be classy. But give criticism. Feel free to give criticism. Feel free to give honest thoughts. And if you're one of the few that actually thought it was fair, feel free to talk about that as well. Okay, let me pull it up real quick so I'm not like making stuff up. Awesome, sweet. I want best of Genshin Impact OST. What do you got for me, YouTube? I believe in you. Epic and emotional, I like it. Let's do it. Oh, can you really call it rewards? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know? So, let's jump into it, shall we? Not a fan. Underwhelming. Kind of sucks. Yeah. Very cringe rewards. Not Reddit wholesome. Kind of look bad, not gonna lie. Kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. I agree with you. I agree with you. First things first, I'm gonna reiterate this at the end of the discussion. And if I don't, I forgot. But I will say, and this could be Hopium. I'll be honest, my faith isn't really there for this. I have very low faith for a variety of reasons. But maybe, glimmer of hope. Possible Hopium. I'm trying to put faith on it. I'm trying. Okay? Maybe these are not the in-game rewards. Maybe these are just the community event rewards, like outside of game anniversary rewards and come anniversary day surprise, because MiHoYo drip marketing, they love surprises. They love surprises. That's their big thing, you know? So, you know, maybe this is just event rewards. This isn't the official. So, it's a little too soon to judge. It's a little too soon to judge. Kinda. Let's talk about it. Wait, was there an indication that it wasn't? It clearly says community event rewards. No, but you gotta understand, these are community event rewards. These are not event rewards. There can be a difference. Because some games, Genshin included, and a bunch of other devs that we cover actually included, separate their community events separate from their in-game events and their in-game rewards, right? So there could be a difference. Could. I hope. Hopium. All right? But these are bad. Even if we say these are separate, these are bad. And we do got to discuss this because this is not okay. And I am all for I don't like to cover drama, but this is like, this is really bad. This is really bad. But let me explain why, because there's logic and there's reasoning behind it, right? So, for starters, never, ever do this. This is not a good idea. When you put in RNG to win the first place prize, right? Two things happen. It's not skill based, so it doesn't feel earned, right? And when you can't guarantee the RNG of the first prize, if you get the second place prize, you feel like you got the short end of the stick, right? Now, it would be a little bit better if the first place prize was a huge reward. Imagine if the event reward for the first place prize was the ultimate budget to play pack. Imagine if the event rewards was Welcome to the Moon, the Battle Pass, plus 10 tiers, the upper echelon, right? A ton of in-game materials like Mora, Mystic Enhancement Ore, and most importantly, talent books. And that was the reward. It was like the ultimate budget to play bundle, right? And then the other reward was a downgraded version of that. That would sit a lot better with a lot of people, you know? But the 90% to a 10% just for a Moon of the Welkin. 10% of the community wins a Moon of the Welkin. That's not okay. That's not okay. No bueno. No bueno. You know? Could have been better. And yeah, we're gonna continue. That's all I can say. I don't really have nothing else to say. It's pretty bad. Anniversary congratulatory art repost prize giveaway. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the biggest reason why I even covered this topic. If I'm gonna be real with you, I'm honest, I'm transparent. I usually avoid these conversations. I try to. I'm sensitive when it comes to artists. You guys know I try to support artists in any way possible. I'm sensitive when it comes to creators because I am a creator, so I'm biased towards that, right? This is the reason why I had to cover it, is because this is not okay. I'll be real with you, and this might, please don't unsub, but I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent. If artists weren't included in these rewards, in these really bad rewards for artists, and it was just the players, I probably wouldn't have covered this topic, to be 100% honest with you. I would have been bummed out about it. You would have heard me talked about it in stream, but I wouldn't have dedicated a stream towards it or a video towards it. It's the way they included the artist rewards that this needs to be covered. This is not up for debate. This is not up for debate. If you think otherwise, you're going against the facts. Statistically speaking, you cannot debate this argument. Artists are very, very underrepresented and undervalued in almost every community they're in. Now, do we appreciate artists as viewers, as people that see the art and go, wow, this is great? Or as gamers? Sure. But from a business standpoint, from a financial monetary standpoint, they are some of the most undervalued creatives in any financial industry, in any financial market. I mean, it is ridiculous how hard it is to make a full-time career in art. Part of the reason why is because creatives usually specialize in the creative field and they don't really specialize in like marketing or business. And you kind of need that for any business, but that doesn't change the fact that they're undervalued, right? When a very successful game that is art focused and prides themselves on amazing art and one of the most dedicated fan art communities in all of gaming gives these event rewards for these several types of artists, it's bad. First and foremost, iPhone 13 Pro Max ×3. For Twitter and Facebook, how to enter, you basically need to promote and retweet and share the raffle for a chance to win this, right? Now, an iPhone is worth a lot. This is true. This is true. iPhones are worth a lot. Here's the thing is, it's only 3. And you have to think of like percentages of the community, right? This wouldn't be bad if this was an indie game. If a game studio like Omori did something like this, that would be insane. Like bananas, like holy heck, right? If it was a small studio. But 50 million people play Genshin Impact, if I'm not mistaken. And to only have 3 people, let's say only 1%, let's say only, hold on. Let's say on average, out of the 50 million people, right? Let's say on average, out of the 50 million people, only 10% are artists. Heck, let's go lower. 5% are artists, right? That is still 2.5 million artists in your community. This is assuming that 5% of the Genshin Impact community are artists, are creatives, right? That means there's 2.5 million artists and only 3 have a chance to win the grand prize of an iPhone 13 Pro Max. And that's just assuming that only 5% of the community are artists in some fashion or form. That's not good. That is not a good look. Not a good look. Yeah, it's no bueno. Genshin Impact anniversary event, recording your anniversary memories. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is like screenshots. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, right? They're offering 100 Primo Gems to 1,000 winners. $100 Primo Gems to 1,000 winners. 1,000. Aegis, Aegis, by the way, we're not trying to bash. Separate opinions are okay. Different opinions are good. I think people are overreacting. That's a fair assessment. Why do you think people are overreacting? And I don't want to see no toxicity, please. Please, please, please. Different perspectives are okay. That way we can come to a better conclusion as a community to come up with better solutions. I'm serious. I'm being genuine. Being genuine. This is terrible because, no joke, that's like 2 days worth of commissions. And only 1,000 people can win. Not even a percentage of your community can win that. Not even a percentage. Not even less than 1%. You know what I mean? Like, you know? I think we are judging too soon. I think so too. I think we could be judging way too soon. I genuinely believe, and I said this in the beginning of the stream, and chat can vouch for the people that were here, but I said this in the beginning of the stream, MiHoYo likes surprise marketing. They've done this several times. They do this with the trailers. They do this with their events. They've done this with announcements for characters, right? They could be saving the in-game events for for anniversary day. You know? Maintenance rewards are better. Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. Is maintenance rewards are technically better. Like, it would be better if they just went on maintenance than you know, to give that. I personally have such a big opinion on anniversary rewards. They're, in my personal opinion, completely optional, and we are entitled to nothing. That's 100%. That's fair. Outside of anniversaries, 100% that's fair. I agree. I'll be honest with you. I might get crucified for this, actually. I hope I don't get crucified. Please don't crucify me. I actually think if no rewards were offered, right? And hot take. Don't kill me, please. I'm actually very scared to say this because I could get canceled on the internet, and I hope I don't. These are just my opinions. It's okay to have different opinions. Feel free to let me know what your different opinions are. But had they not announced these, and instead, they could have not given any rewards, but instead all they did was promote artists, cosplayers, and content creators. Doesn't even need to be me. I'm not that great of a content creator. I'm still learning and new for the most part. This is my first year of serious content creation. There are many other content creators. Tuanto, a phenomenal one, in my opinion, my favorite, the best, in my opinion, my take. Had they promoted artists, cosplayers, and content creators, and the people that give so much free promotion to the game on their social medias, maybe have a dedicated stream or a few YouTube videos showcasing these amazing creatives, but not given any rewards, but they did that, and they had like a list of all the amazing artists you should check out that they post on their socials. That alone would have been amazing. That alone would have been phenomenal. They didn't even need to give any other rewards. That alone would have actually made me one of the proudest people to be a gamer for Genshin Impact. Genuinely speaking. Genuinely speaking. Because at the end of the day, the people that really, really make this community so great, at least in my opinion, are the artists and the cosplayers and the creatives. You know what I mean? You know? Would you prefer better in-game rewards, but without the Genshin concert? Not at all. I much prefer the Genshin concert, which is a great argument, by the way. I much prefer the Genshin concert. 100%. And again, I'll be honest. I could be crucified for this. Please don't crucify me. Hear me out. I actually don't mind that they give any rewards. I'm always of the belief that nobody's entitled to any rewards at all. But I do believe that they should promote their talented artists and their talented creatives, right? Of the community. Because in my opinion, that's what makes the Genshin community special. It's the comics we receive. It's the fan art animations. It's the videos. It's the art pieces that make your jaw drop and make you absolutely simp over Raiden. I mean, characters in Genshin Impact, right? That's what makes this community so special. That's what keeps me addicted to this community, and I can't get enough of it. You know? That alone would have made me so happy. You know? That alone, plus the Genshin Impact concert, dude, that's everything we could ask for. Like I could be in the minority, but I genuinely believe that we aren't entitled to rewards, but we are entitled to content, right? And I think the Genshin Impact concert is that. It's content. That is something that is amazing. That alone is a huge gift to the community. It is. It genuinely is. There aren't many games that have concerts to celebrate the beautiful music of their game and the art of the game, the way that Genshin Impact is planning to do. That's phenomenal, right? My only issue is, and the only reason why I'm even bringing up these rewards, to be honest with you, because I don't believe we're entitled to the rewards, is the value that they assign to the artists. That's my issue. That's my thing that's not okay. And Chaotic's in the chat. Hey, my boy Chaotic! Chaotic's in the chat. He knows. Chaotic knows better than anyone in my community. I do my best to hold back. He hears me go off on the things that need to improve. Like, he knows me so well. I hold back on a lot of stuff that I say. I really do. I really, 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 really do. You know? But what about the loyal players? We don't get a gift for staying up until now. You do. More content. Better content. Improved content. That's the gift. That's the gift. You know? And again, we can have different perspectives and that's okay, right? But the gift is more content. More concerts. Give us an animated short. Give us more manga, right? And essential, promote your artists and your cosplayers and your creatives. The talented ones that put in the work and really do something special to the community. Promote them. That way they can find more success. And then when you promote them, it's a trickle-down effect. Then they give back to the community and they give way more to the community, right? The problem with this isn't the fact that they gave rewards, it's they undervalued the artists and creatives of their community. With small rewards like 100 Primo Gems and only 3 people winning an iPhone 10 Pro Max. You know? That's the issue. Yes, exactly. Mr. Melancholy in the chat said this beautifully. Way better than I could. Rewards aren't the issue. They aren't. In my opinion, please don't crucify me. That's my hot take. It's them turning an anniversary event into a way to get free advertisement from the community. I'd rather them give nothing so that people don't feel used. That's the reason I'm covering this. It's the way they value the artists putting in the time to enter this contest. It's the way they value the artists that have already put in the time and already have fan art. You know? Like, there are artists in the community that should be charging multi-$1,000s for their art, and they still submit fan art for free because they love the game, right? And all they get is Apple AirPods, some Primo Gems, and a Razer Death Adder. You know? And yeah. you know? And here's the thing is that's the reason why I think the community is up in arms. I genuinely believe, and I could be hot taking, but I genuinely think that if there were no rewards at all, and we had the Genshin concert, right? Hear me out. And the 2 weeks leading up to the Genshin concert, every day, they only gave thanks to all of their creatives and everybody that's ever left a kind comment on their game. And that's all they did. I genuinely think that would have been amazing. I genuinely think that alone is worthy of an anniversary to be celebrated. And I could be in the wrong. You have the total right to think that you deserve more rewards. I think that's justified, especially because we do support this game. A lot of us from day one, more so than a lot of other creators. Let's be real. Every single time a new character comes out on Genshin Impact, the character's name trends on Twitter. Instantly. No questions asked. You know? No questions asked. So I understand the sentiment that we are entitled to rewards. I can feel that. I do. But the reward should be more content. I'd much rather the game continue to have faster patches, increase the size of the team, increase more community special events, not event rewards, special events like the Genshin concert, right? And more than rewards, in my opinion. But because they released this, you're undervaluing something, you know? It's like insult to injury. First the low rewards, then the low content creator yeah, your low content creator rewards. That's a fact. You know? You know? It's not that easy, UD. Why do you think it's not that easy? That could be fair. I could be misjudging. That could be a fair perspective. If they don't give in-game rewards, everyone would riot, since to some of them, this is their first gacha game. Possibly. Possibly. Like, real quick. I'm looking for... Where are you? None of this is fan art. This is all official art. Hello? Okay. Fam, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The song is called Midday Prospects, by the way. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm gonna be real with you. Do you know who deserves to get paid more, in my opinion? And this could be a hot take, but in my opinion, mainly because I have a lot of artist friends. I have a lot of artist friends that literally save away every single day trying to make their dreams come true, to be artists, and they're so talented, and it's not their full-time careers, and it breaks my heart. It really does. Like, do you see this art? Come on, I gotta go to bed. I have something to say. What do you want to say? Give me a TLDR in the Discord, because I don't want you going all off. You and me have heated discussions about this, so I want to make sure it's nothing crazy. Fam, I'm gonna be real with you. This art, if I was the artist, I would feel evil. I would feel like I'm cheaping or scamming my artist if I don't pay them at least $1,000 to multi-$1,000 for this piece. I'm dead serious. It's that good. Genuinely mean it. It's that good. Like, the fan art in this community is insane. The quality is so good, man. Like there's art pieces. I got a perfect one. I have a perfect fan art piece because this piece gets me emotional every time I see it. I have to remind that we are not over with 2.1, which is not the anniversary patch. Facts. That is facts. And I said this in the beginning. We could be getting much better awards come anniversary, right? I'm mainly talking about the awards that they're giving to artists. That's my issue with this, to be honest with you. Where's the piece? Where's the piece? Bro, does this not break your heart? Is this piece not insanely beautiful? Hold on, I gotta see if Chaotic messaged me. Okay. Hold on. Chaotic, I'm trusting you, brother. I'm trusting you. Please don't go crazy. You and me both get super heated. It's not just Chaotic. I get heated too. But I want to stay classy. I'm calling you. Hold on. I don't think chat can hear you. Yes, they can. Okay, go ahead.
I have to say is, I think MiHoYo is greatly underestimating what made their game great. Nobody expected this game to blow up.
Nope.
It was a community built game, completely grassroots. Nobody knew that this game would be as big as it was. So I think it's fair to congratulate the community for all of the support and love that they continue to show this game, regardless if it's the veterans or the new players. So much of this game is passion from the community. So giving back to said community, I don't think that's too much to ask for, especially for a community event. You were right. They don't need to it's not so much rewards that is the issue. It's more so the fact that people feel that they are continuously being shafted when they're playing the game. The world having not so much primogems, the how hard it is to gain primogems in between banners. There's just so much that they can improve on that I feel like could make this game a beautiful, not only a beautiful game for itself, but a perfect set piece on what a free-to-play friendly yet still a money-making gacha game could be. This game is one of the most beautifully crafted titles in the world. So if they literally just focused on making sure the community was happy instead of how should I say, undervaluing the community, right? Then I 100% feel that return would come tenfold. I'll give an example, and once again, I hate putting another game's name on top of stuff. You know this, but games like Punishing Gray Raven, even with the quote-unquote shafted rewards that people feel, that game is incredibly free-to-play friendly. You don't have to spend a dime to get a single hero. It feels good to know you can log on every single day and just get the hero. But if for some reason you just may not have enough black cards, you're gonna feel encouraged to spend money because they've given you so much. That's all. It's just community. I feel like that's what's lacking here.
Yeah.
I feel like the passion, the vision for making sure the community is happy is missing. And Honkai has it. So it's not a MiHoYo problem. I think it's a Genshin team problem. And it's just they just kind of need to listen to what the players are saying and how it can be improved.
I don't mean to call you out, bro, but I just want to make sure the facts are straight in the chat. No, Lou. I was gonna read the message, but that's also fair to delete. Low Life in the chat said, I'm not trying to call you that. That's your username. Literally, just reading off. You said, bro, you get a lot of art and you don't pay the art that you get. Why are you mad with MiHoYo? I don't know if you're part of my Discord, but we're doing 2 art contests right now, where one contest is a total of $275 in rewards.
And another thing, and this is just me from talking to him on the outside looking in. He 100% asks for permission when using stuff. Everything that he uses, everything. Whether it's a free artwork someone sends him, or he always, in another thing that I noticed, he always tries to be that guy that gives back even when he doesn't have to. So I don't get it.
We also have another art contest where we're literally giving away $300 worth of skins because of the 2 expensive skins in PGR for alpha. Chaotic just got done literally today, giving away skins that are extremely expensive for alpha as well, for an art contest.
Well, just to be a little frank, I got a little lucky with the pull, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so like we're not saying this like, oh, because haha, MiHoYo should pay money and we don't. Like we creators and we shouldn't give love back to the artists. No, you should. You should feel obligated to give back to your artists in some fashion or form. Even if you can't, whatever you can give, make sure you do.
In Blue King, I didn't quit Genshin. I just stopped creating content for it. That's it. I love the game. I still play it. I mean, I got locked out of my account for a while, but I love the game. I'm very passionate about MiHoYo content, period. I'm still a part of the conversation. I still make sure that that my voice is there in the community. So yeah, I didn't quit Genshin or Honkai.
That's not the point though. Why are you getting mad at MiHoYo for paying people for not paying people for fan art? I'm not getting mad at MiHoYo. I'm disappointed. And I'm not saying for MiHoYo to pay for fan art. They shouldn't. There are too many, like, the reason why you make fan art is because you love whatever you're making the fan art for. That should be out of goodwill. No reward in return. What I am criticizing is the fact that they are undervaluing the rewards for their said art contests.
I'll let you do your stream. That's all I had to say.
Got you. Appreciate you, man.
Right.
That was beautifully spoken. Thank you.
I told you it wasn't bad. Later.
Later. Love you.
Love you, bitch.
But yeah, it's not paying all the artists. You don't need to. That's making fan art is out of goodwill. It's out of love for whatever you're making the fan art for. It's the rewards that they're giving that is extremely, extremely, extremely low. You're undervaluing and showing a little value to the art that you're getting. That's not okay. You know? It's not. In no fashion or form is it okay. Yeah. They would have been, and here's the thing is like, you have to have an either or. There needs to be like, either you give great rewards or you show that you care for your community, and they still can. This is not, again, you gotta remember, we're not on anniversary. I'm telling you, MiHoYo loves to surprise the community. They've done this consistently. No one in the world was expecting a Genshin Impact concert. And then they announced it on a dev stream. And I don't know about everyone else, but I'm a music geek. I lost my mind when we learned that there was a Genshin Impact concert, right? But at the end of the day, like, what makes this game so amazing is the community. And that's a fact. It's the community that makes it. 100%. you know? So you have to show thanks in some fashion or form. It either has to be in a 2-week event or in a video series or in a stream, right? Where you directly promote the socials and the livelihood of these artists and creatives, or you give good rewards, right? But there's nothing worse than coming up with something like this for a game that makes multi-billion dollars and only give an Apple AirPods, Razer Death Adder to a select few people out of the millions upon millions of people, you know? And I wish like this was like a one-time thing. I really do. I wish this was like the only time they have shown that they've undervalued creatives in some fashion or form, right? But it's not. It's not the first time. It's happened multiple times. And this is like, I don't even need to make videos on this. You can search it up. Like, there's been so many times where content creators have felt shafted. There's a reason why Chaotic doesn't make Genshin Impact content anymore, even though he loves the game and he loves the community, right? And now they're doing an artist contest, right? And a cosplay contest. Do you know how expensive cosplays are? Do you know how much time this takes? It takes a lot. We're talking months of work, possibly more, anywhere between hundreds to thousands of dollars, right? I really feel like instead of monetary rewards that aren't worth much, they should offer something special. Perhaps a full Genshin Impact concept art kit where it has wallpaper in the package, merchandise, signatures from the voice actors that we've all fallen in love with, right? Like, there's ways to give back to the community without going deep in your pockets. There are, you know? It doesn't need to be monetary. It doesn't need to be Primo Gems. Primo Gems is the most efficient way because it costs them nothing to make a digital code, right? But there's other ways to do it. But having just a gaming mouse here and there or Apple AirPods here and there, like that's not a reward. If I'm an artist, heck, me as a creator, let me not speak for artists because I'm not one. Me as a creator, I would rather, and my entire community knows this, I literally say this all the time. Dude, don't sponsor me. Don't pay me money. Don't pay me a dime. Don't send me a single Primo Gem. I will full-time make content for you. Guaranteed. Stream after stream every week, video after video. If you promise me a signature of Hanser, you know, one of my favorite Chinese voice actors, or the Japanese voice actor for Raiden, or the English voice actor for Raiden, or any, dude, you give me any of those things, I would geek the heck out. That would be one of the greatest rewards ever, right? Or maybe you're one of the cosplay artists or artists that won, and during the Genshin Impact Live anniversary stream, you talk about the said artists and how beautiful their work are and why you should check out their Etsy page or their Patreon or whatever custom-made website that they might have, you know? It doesn't need to be monetary. It doesn't need to be monetary. It's not about the money. It's about the value that they're assigning the creators during the giveaway. 100 Primo Gems, some Apple AirPods here and there, you know? Like, gotta love the Japanese voice actor for Raiden. You're not wrong. Oh, man. Dude, listen, I'm not gonna lie. If I was like, I'm not making a Genshin Impact video this week, right? And then, like, the Japanese voice actor got on a call with me and was like, I need you to could you pretty please make a video this week? Oh, bro, I'll make a video within the next 2 minutes. Guaranteed. That moment. Hang up the call. Guess I'm making a video. 100%. You got it. You know? The cost of creative stuff is something I haven't thought about till recently. I remember buying a fan pack for free Visual novel, I liked. The game maker's personal letter notes and production cost was thousands. True. True. That's a fact. Yeah, and another super important thing to remember though is like, it's not even like all of MiHoYo. It's not. And we gotta and this is why I keep saying throughout the stream, please be classy. Please be toxic. At the end of the day, no matter how you feel about the rewards, we should not be toxic at MiHoYo as a company. At all. Because here's the thing. You could be unsatisfied with the rewards. I'm unsatisfied with the rewards. You could feel undervalued as an artist. I bet you $1 million. I'm trying to find... Try not to cry. I'm an emotional sob. But like, I bet you $1 million. It's not just fan art and the fan artists that feel undervalued. I bet you it breaks the heart of the artists and voice actors and creatives in MiHoYo. It probably breaks the story director of MiHoYo. Like, if you look at MiHoYo's history, like, they're like dev team that's in charge of the story and the art and the concept work for these beautiful characters that we keep falling in love with, like Raiden, right? It's a fact. They probably want to do as much for the game as possible. We know this because if you look at the game, dude, this is one of the most beautiful games in gaming history, period. No questions asked. I genuinely believe that from the bottom of my heart. Are you kidding me? This is one island. And everything you see in this beautiful jaw-dropping game that you could literally spend 50 hours a week and still not find all of the good places to take a good screenshot in, right? All of it is explorable. Free to play. Completely, right? This is most likely just from the marketing and finance team. Maybe not even from the marketing team. Probably just the finance team that's not willing to come up with the correct budget. You know? That's being a little hard on what can be given and what cannot be given. Because at the end of the day, anytime you see a behind the scenes with Genshin and MiHoYo in general, also with Honkai, dude, you can tell they love their product. They love the character that they play as. They love the character that they worked on. Every voice actor on Twitter that has ever been announced has so much enthusiasm about the role that they got. You know? Like, a great example, that's a content creator. Lily Pichu voice acted Sayu. Dude, that is one of the coolest things in the world, by the way. Right? It's not everyone. But the ones in charge of these rewards, dude, they gotta communicate with... I feel like the artists should be in charge. The people that actually, like, design the creative work behind MiHoYo, I bet you they would run the best campaign for a game. They would probably lead the entire industry. You know? Yu Peng Cheng? More like Yu Peng Chad. Fact. Absolute king. Like, the music we listen to is... I listen to this on the daily. You know? Do you realize how long Lily has been wanting to get a role like that? Facts. By the way, on a real note, shout out Lily Pichu. Lily Pichu literally changed the game, right? For mainstream gaming. She got a voice acting role in one of the biggest games around the world. What that does is that opens the door and it makes content creators and other small people feel like, wow, I might actually have a chance to partake in a game that I love. You know? I think that's amazing. I sent for Lily so hard because she did that. Not on like some weird stuff, just on like a respect level. You know? Like, absolute queen. Absolute queen. You know? But that's why I keep saying throughout the stream, we can't be toxic. We can't. We can only criticize and hope our voices get heard, and that's about it. And hopefully, a lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people are talking about this. Hopefully, They see that, right? And again, who knows? Maybe, dude, maybe anniversary day comes and we'll all be praising MiHoYo and shouting their name through the rooftops. I'm hoping. Hopium. But this is not the first time. That's why I'm covering it. This isn't the first time they've done this. It's not. It's not. You know? Yeah. I'll be honest with you. This is... Yeah, and it sucks, man. It really does. I've talked to some of the staff. And they are some of the nicest people and some of the most passionate people that work at a game staff, a game team. And yeah. What do you guys think? Sorry, I've been missing chat. Got caught up. And I think one big thing that I don't want it to be misconstrued is again, I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, and we got to make sure that we stay classy as a community because it's very important that we do. There's a difference between criticism and toxicity. Toxicity is berating and just slurs and this is criticism. This needs to be criticized. This is not okay. But that does not mean I don't believe in the whole crucify me. I don't care. I could get flamed for this. Probably will. I'll probably get canceled knowing the internet. It does not mean you stop supporting the game. I don't believe that. I don't. It's the worst thing you can do. I think that's the worst thing you can do. I genuinely believe that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Should we stop spending money on the game? Yeah, probably. But I don't think you should stop playing the game. Or stop being enthusiastic about the game. I think that's the worst thing you can do. And that's just my opinion, and I'll probably get canceled for that. Because it's super possible to just dip after something makes a mistake. And I'm not saying what they're doing right now, undervaluing artists and creatives, is okay. I'm criticizing it openly. But you stopping playing this game just because, not the artists behind Genshin Impact, not the musicians, but because probably the finance team, right? Or some higher up made a bad decision, you're spitting in the faces of the artists and the thousands of people that have worked their blood, sweat, and tears to make such a beautiful world, such a beautiful game. Imagine you're one of the artists that made Kokomi or Ganyu or for goodness gracious sake, Raiden, right? And you see so many amazing comments about how you absolutely fell in love with the character and you love their story, the way that I fell in love with Kazuha's story and related to his story so much. And actually worked as semi-therapy for me for when I lost my friend, you know? And then you see a comment from me 6 months down the road saying I'm gonna stop playing this game. I'm done with this game. I hate this game. It's switched up. And you were the artist behind Kazuha, you would be devastated. You would be devastated, man. I think we should openly discuss. We should come together as a community, voice our frustrations, right? Respectfully, not toxically. Saying that these rewards could be better. Or preferably, they can do more as a community, right? Give back more as a community in other ways besides monetary. Monetary is not the issue. But not supporting the game, I could be wrong. Maybe I am. Yeah. Like, I still love this game. I still play it every day. I'm gonna keep playing it. But they have to do something about the rewards. Because a Tavot fried egg is not gonna help me beat Senora. Yeah. The anniversary doesn't define the game entirety. And it definitely doesn't define the community. That's facts. Yeah, I agree. This is Rex Vulcan. This is his take. Why punish yourself for this dumb choice? Sure, you can make sure they know that it was dumb, but why punish yourself and people not behind the decision and refusing to play it? You know? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not supporting the game completely and stopping playing the game is the best way to be heard. I think that's just too disrespectful to the artists. Which is why I say that's a bad idea, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, how would you react if you're one of the chosen of the voice actors in Genshin and people just stop playing your character, you know? Dude, I bet you Lily Pichu every day, like, is so happy that she is literally voice acts one of the coolest characters in the game. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not just saying that because, like, oh, it's Lily Pichu. No. I'm being straight up. I'm being real with you. Lily Pichu voice acts one of the coolest characters in the game. You could disagree with me. That's fine. Name another character that does this. This is the coolest thing. I'm serious. I'm gonna be real with you. They could have made her a 5-star. I would have wailed on the banner. I'm gonna be real. I know it's a simple thing. It's nothing fancy, but this is so freaking cool. And then you put a Kaya ultimate or a Xiangling ultimate around it, and you're a freaking Beyblade. Dude, you're a rolling ball of destruction. That's so awesome. Oh, man. And the fact that it even fits Lily Peach's personality is, like, just bonus points. Yeah. You can't just give up like this. Otherwise, the artists, creators, and etc. would not only be crushed, they put their everything into the game. That would be entirely a waste. Facts. You know? God, this music's killing me. This music's killing me. Two other big things I gotta discuss before we end the stream. State of the characters, right? Like honestly, oh God, this game is so beautiful. I mean, like, hold on, let me get Raiden out real quick to just appreciate this at its maximum. Fam. My God, bro, the sunset? Are you kidding me? It's one of the most beautiful design games ever. Period. I mean, it doesn't even... It's crazy. Crazy. And then the other thing that's, you know, has to be discussed, because I'll be bombarded nonstop if I don't discuss this, and I said I would discuss this. State of the characters coming out, right? I'm not going to go heavy on this, because this has already been covered by many other people. Are much more in depth than I want to go into, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, my philosophy is waifu and husbando and broski over meta. roll for whichever character you enjoy the most. But at the end of the day, any character that you are planning to main, 1000% you want your main to be strong, right? Like that makes total sense. That genuinely makes total sense. You want your character to be strong, your main character to be strong, you know? Like, I know for a fact, I'm extremely happy my Kaz was one of the best characters in the game. He's my main. He's my favorite. My number one, right? Alongside Raiden. And I would have been so bummed out if Kazuha wasn't one of the greatest characters in the game, right? 100%. 100%. I still would have played him consistently, still would have mained the guy, even if he was the worst character in the game, because that's just how I am. And I feel like that's how you should pull. But there are some characters that have been released that don't feel up to snuff, you know? Hot take, I personally think Raiden Shogun's balanced, in my opinion. Is she not one of the stronger 5 stars? That's a fact. She isn't one of the stronger 5 stars. That's a fact. But I think she's fine. I think she's viable the way she is. Hot take. Zhongli shouldn't have gotten buffed. Hot take, right? But Yoimiya needs a few fixes. For starters, you should be able to use her ultimate a little faster, right? And her E, to be honest with you, because E is her main source of damage. Second of all, you should be able to snapshot with Yoimiya. As far as I'm aware, you can't snapshot, which is like a very important mechanic in this game. And it makes it very difficult to play around when you can't snapshot Bennett's ult, right? So they should fix that. As far as I'm aware, I think Yoimiya is one of the only characters that can't snapshot. There might be another one that I feel like I'm forgetting about. They should fix that. They should. 100%. 100%. Do I think she needs any other buffs besides that? Nope, I really don't. I actually don't. I don't think she needs any other buffs besides that. I think they should decrease her cooldowns, make it so that her E has an always uptime, and her ult has almost always uptime. But besides that, I think she does pretty great consistent damage, to be honest with you. She's just not a burst DPS, so you don't see the huge numbers on screen. Raiden doesn't snapshot, and Xingqiu doesn't snapshot. Xingqiu makes sense because he's a support for the most part, but Raiden should snapshot, in my opinion. Raiden should be able to snapshot, in my opinion. Ayaka felt decent. I felt like they could have made her a little hard-hitting, a little harder hitting, but she's actually pretty good, in my opinion. I think she's perfectly balanced, doesn't need a buff. The only thing I would say is her dash could be a little bit better, but I still prefer the animation. I just feel like they should be able to, you should be able to animation cancel the dash, in my opinion. Like better than what you can. Like if your E could cancel the dash instantly, like just no pop out, just like you just blink out, that'd be great. That'd be amazing. But I have no idea. I have no idea with Kokomi. Yeah, Ayaka hits. Yeah, I think Ayaka's fine, to be honest with you. I really do. My only issue with her is like the dash, but even then, like her dash is pretty fun. I like her dash a lot. Aesthetically speaking, don't change it ever. Please. Please, please. Kokomi, I have no idea. I don't. She could be a sleeper. I genuinely think she could be a sleeper. She might be hiddenly OP. I said this before, but Albedo, he was not positive of a reception at all upon release. And then some genius from another country, China, Korea, or Japan, I forget which one, figured out that you could use Harbinger of Dawn with him at 5 refinement rank, right? And make him an absolute monster of a consistent support DPS, right? Maybe Kokomi has a hidden weapon or a hidden way to build her or certain team comps that make her a monster of a healer or a monster of a support. You know, I could be wrong. I personally say that you can't judge a character like accurately until it's been out post-launch for a month of testing, in my opinion. That's my take. That's my take. But upon first impressions, it's a fact she looks very underwhelming. Extremely. There is a chance that she could be the worst 5-star in the game. This is true. This is a fact. 1000%. I don't deny that at all, right? but she could also be good. But here's a reason why I'm actually not so mad about Kokomi. Here's a reason why I'm actually not mad about Kokomi. Hear me out. Hear me out. Chat, I killed you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Wait a minute. You died. F's in the chat for chat. The reason why I'm not so mad about Kokomi, about her release, and I'm hoping I'm right. This is Hopium, 100%. But hopefully this is true. Because if this is true, then they're just listening to the thing that I asked them to do, right? Not because of me, but just, you know, my general advice that I was saying, that I've been saying for a while. Here's the thing. What if they're just listening to the community with Kokomi? What if, and this is a big if, I am aware. What if they intentionally released her underwhelmingly, purposely, because she's built so different, because they have no idea how she will perform properly or what exploits we can find in the community, the same way that I brought chat back, by the way, the same way that we had no idea how broken Ganyu was going to be. Dude, Ganyu is a monster. Like, we knew she would be okay, but we didn't know she was going to be as much of a monster as she is. Because she's insane, right? Here's why I'm not that mad about Kokomi. I've been saying this for the past, like, since Ganyu. I've been saying this. So I can't be a hypocrite and asking MiHoYo to do this and then criticizing them when they do it. That would be the most hypocritical thing ever. What if they're releasing her underwhelmingly to see how she performs, figure out what team comps she works best in, and how people are even trying to make her viable, right? That way they know how to properly balance her when the buffs come. Because at the end of the day, I would much rather not get baited into a banner because the first 2 weeks of the character's released, right? Or a week and a half, the character was broken and all my favorite YouTubers were like, chat, you need to go roll on this banner because it's so broken. And me, not me, but, you know, people that are focused on the meta roll on the character because, you know, it's broken and then they nerf it. And now you are extremely dissatisfied and you feel tricked by the community. You know? You feel tricked by the community. I'd much rather you release a character super underwhelming and then buff it than super broken and then nerf it. That's my take. And I've been telling them to do that for a while. So I can't judge them. Not until I will say, if she is bad, I think she could secretly be great, by the way. We've never had a character that's designed the way Kokomi is designed, you know? So I think she could be great. I could be wrong on that, right? She could be bad. My first impressions, she probably will be bad, but I think she can be great, which is why we're starting Operation #Make Kokomi Great, and why we're going to be building her, which is funny because, you know, I usually don't build healers, but we're doing it, you know? But isn't this what the beta testers are for? Yes, 100%. But, and I can name a ton of competitive games, you know? A lot of people are asking you how to explain what a snapshotting. Oh, real quick. So imagine I'm Bennett because I'm too lazy to switch characters, right? Real quick. Snapshotting is, Bennett's the greatest example of this, is when you pop the ultimate, right, of Bennett, which gives you the huge damage boost, and then you switch characters, right? And you pump that ultimate consecutively. What happens is that damage buff stays on the character even if you are outside of Bennett's Boken to Boken range, right? If you're outside of Bennett's Boken to Boken range, if snapshotting works for that character, you will still have the damage buff. So you're not restricted to that little circle, right? When you can't snapshot, you're kind of stuck to the circle. And sometimes when you switch in and out of characters, most of the time actually, what happens is the damage gets lost. strangely enough. There's a few seconds where like the damage is just monkas, you know? Monkas. But back on the beta tester thing. Yes, that is why beta testers exist. Beta testers are there to build the character, right? And figure out what are the bad sides about this character and the good sides and give good feedback. But here's the thing. Beta testers are limited to a smaller amount of people. When you have 50 million people versus probably like less than a million, this is just a guess, less than a million people beta testing it, right? There's a good chance someone in the other 49 million people post-launch is going to figure something out about that character that the original million didn't. This happens all the time in competitive games. All the time. I come from League of Legends. I come from Valorant before I got heavy into Genshin, right? This happens all the time in competitive, where a character was balanced or broken in a beta environment. And then come launch, people figured out how to make this character garbage or broken. Because you have more people that are testing the character that couldn't get into the beta. There are so many creators I know in Genshin that are some of the best testers in the game, in my opinion, right? That are not in the beta. And have not been in any beta. And they are some of the best testers in the game, right? Best number crunchers in the game, hands down. And they're not in the beta. You know? So, yeah. They don't even test the characters. They just leak them. I mean, you know. Again, why does Genshin not take the same attitude about betas as with Honkai? Honkai betas are so much better. So that's a complicated situation. I've talked about that one before, and I don't want to stay on that topic for too long because it's a whole rabbit hole, right? And there are solutions that have been provided to Mihayo, and they kind of don't want to do them 100%. But, you know, they could be working on a solution, hopefully. Hopefully. But one of the biggest reasons why they don't have an open beta, streamable video content creator concept with their betas is because this is an open world game. And because it's an open world game, there are so many ways you can find bugs in this game. Because one character, the way it interacts with the entire world is completely different from another character because of its unique skills and abilities, right? So because of this, they have to do closed beta testing ahead of time, which makes sense. The only thing is they still should do a better job with selecting their beta testers, and I do believe that they should have a closed beta test and an open beta test phase to properly test out the game before it's released, right? Like the creators should be able to, not all creators, I think only like your lead creators. I am not a lead creator. I think your lead creators should be able to test out the game properly, and the ones that you know actually take pride in testing out the mechanics. Besides that, though, yeah, it's a whole rabbit hole. It's a whole rabbit hole. I've talked about that before. You can find videos on the channel and Discord discussions, but yeah, it's a whole. That's not what I'm talking about today. That's it's a can of worms. Can of worms. I'm talking about mainly at the state of the game, future characters and current characters, right? Hopefully, if this character is truly underwhelming as first impressions imply, they buff it. Hopefully they buff it before the banner leaves. And if they don't, they better rerun it fast the way they reran Zhongli fast. Just saying. You know? I just want to say this now. The whole anti-synergy between Raiden and Beta is blown out of proportion by people who don't realize they still have synergy. I agree. That probably will get me crucified, but dude, hot take. I don't think Raiden's bad at all. I really don't. I actually think she's like a pretty good 5-star, actually. Pretty amazing, to be honest with you. That's my take. That's my take. Is she one of the best? No, by no means. She is not an S tier. I admit that. She's like A tier at best, right? But I still think she's balanced. I think she's viable. Kokomi, there's a chance that she is great. I could be wrong. I want more. I want to see more testing behind it before I say for sure. But first impressions imply she's not that great. How would you fix Kokomi? I'll be honest. I got to test her. I say this all the time. I'm not going to switch up my lingo just because a new character looks underwhelming at first. I'm not going to switch up. I think we need to test her before we buff her. I don't think she needs to be fixed yet. Yet. Give it a week or two. Give it a week or two. Okay? And then maybe she needs fixes. Maybe she needs a lot of fixes. She looks like she needs fixes. First impressions, right? But I say we need to test her more. But let's say she's bad. Let's say she's terrible. Right? Let's say she's bad or she needs a buff. In my opinion, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't even need to add crit damage. I honestly hope they don't change this. I'm probably going to get into hot water for this. I hope they don't change this. I hope they keep 100% decrease in crit rate. I'm praying. I'm praying they keep that. I really am. I'll probably get in trouble with that, but hear me out. I love Zhongli's kit. I love his kit. His kit's so cool. It's so unique, right? The reason why is because he scales off of HP and he gets damage off of HP and he still has utility. So, what if they just increase the HP values, the HP scaling values and the healing percentage values, right? That she gets so that when she's ulting, right? Say you have Kazuha or Raiden, right? When she ults, according to my chat, I haven't seen this, but according to my chat, her ult applies wet and hydro to enemies around her, right? Which is great because that means you can proc easy reactions. That's a plus. That's amazing, right? And she's hydro. Awesome. So, what if they increase the HP percentage bonus damage values she gets because she scales off of healing bonus and HP values, right? So that when she's in ult form, her autos do more damage. And only while she's in ult form does she do decent, not OP, decent DPS, sub-DPS damage. So that if you have a Raiden Shogun and you pop the ultimate, and then you're doing burst damage, and you have high energy recharge with Raiden Shogun, right? Once you're done with her ult doing crazy amounts of damage, then you switch to Kokomi. And with lightning applied and electro applied everywhere because of Raiden's AoE, you pop ultimate, now you're getting electro charge. And because of the higher HP values and healing bonus percentage values, your auto attacks, right? Your basic attacks are doing bonus damage. Your charge attacks are doing AoE bonus damage, right? That would be great. I think that's a great way to buff her. Just increase the values. That's all you got to do. If she needs buffs, I think we need to test her before we can see if she needs buffs more, at least a week or two. But I'll be honest with you, she might not even need damage. What if she overheals you so much that she's essentially Zhongli 2.0, right? To where your health just never drops, you know? Now, granted, you don't really need healers in this game, and you don't really need Zhongli in this game, to be honest with you, because we don't have content that is that insane. But if you don't like your people to get hurt, right? You like your team to be topped off, as my chat loves their team to be topped off because they hate when I don't use healers and shields, which is hilarious because I'm building a healer now. Yeah, like that would be amazing. She overheals a lot. I bet you she does. I have a feeling that she's gonna make your team immortal. You know? Now, I will say, you could argue, well, Dreamer, when I have a healer-focused gene, where's my gene? Hold on. When I have a healer-focused gene, I get my ult up pretty fast, especially if I have Venti in my team, which lots of people have Venti because he was re-ran twice, and he's amazing. My gene can heal my entire team and top off my entire team with her ult. That's actually a fair point. She can. She can. But, besides her ultimate, she doesn't consistently apply heals. She just has the one burst, right? She also doesn't consistently apply Animo to a huge amount of characters, right? She can to little mobs. Little mobs, they get bunched up if you hold the E, but then you're losing out on potential DPS on being on another DPS character. Whereas with Kokomi, you can proc her E, and you basically have official summon, right? That applies hydro damage to where then you can go into your Kazuha and then just get a free hydro swirl once it applies hydro damage to the enemies, right? Whereas Jean can't do that off field besides her ultimate. She, not even ultimate, she can't do off field elemental reactions. So that's a unique trait about Kokomi, you know? That is a unique trait about Kokomi. But I'm not gonna lie, there are other healers that can top off their entire team with a single click of a button. This is true. This is true. You know? 50k HP Zhongli is good. Oh, dude. Have you guys tried the Immortal Zhongli build? People don't like it because it's a lack of damage. HP percentage cup, HP substats, defense substats. Bro, your Zhongli shield never drops. It's insane. It's insane. It's crazy. You know? Bananas. I don't think you understand how Jean works. Possibly. Possibly. Can Jean apply off-field elemental reactions? I need to build Jean then, because that would be insane. No, the real issue is that she has a DPS-based Q. She's not a DPS, so her Q is a demerit to her kit. Frankly, it's a waste of field time in most cases. Jean's ultimate applies multiple AoE animo ticks. Oh, that is true. I forgot about that. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Lo, have a good one. Thank you for all the help. Thank you. Oh no, her Q can offer consistent swirl. I could see that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and that, I also, by the way, I saw someone in the chat say that this is a waste. This is not a waste. I actually don't think this is a waste of her kit. I think this is great. Consistent AoE, off-field, elemental reactions, plus heals. That's pretty cool. It's a healing fischl. That's kind of nice. I really hope they don't change that part of her kit. Maybe she needs buffs though. And I think ways that they can buff her is maybe make her do more damage by increasing her HP percentage values, right? I don't think she should scale off of crit. Make her scale highly off of HP and healing bonus percentage. And, you know, that should solve her being a unique character. If you use Jean's ult in the Noblesse domain with the 3 mages, you can break 2 of their shields with the Hydro one being last. That's amazing, by the way. That's phenomenal. You know? Beautiful. Beautiful. People want a DPS character that can solo everything, but they forget this game's mechanism is based on elemental reaction. True. Oh, dude, you're a genius. You're a genius. Who said what I just said in the chat? You're a genius. You just solved Kokomi's entire kit. Oh man, you're a genius. Hold on. I don't know who said that. Whoever said that. You're a genius. Here's the thing. What if she's a unique healer that's never before seen in Genshin Impact, right? What if instead of the damage route, which is kind of confusing, I'll be honest with you, because her ultimate, the reason why I say damage is because her ultimate feels like they're trying to make it so that when you go into ult, you do bonus damage. So you're encouraged to stay on her, right? Which is kind of weird. But here's a unique way to build this character. What if? No. Let's not do the overheal shield, right? This is not my idea. Someone in the chat gave me this idea. You pop the E. You pop the ultimate. Every auto attack that you do in your ultimate and every tick of this jellyfish increases the elemental mastery of your team while also providing heals. What if? Dude, that would be sick. Mihoyo, if you're watching this, this would be the coolest character in my opinion. Dude, What if every tick of her E and every auto attack or normal damage that she does increases the elemental mastery of your team? Just use Sucrose, but Sucrose can't heal your team. Sucrose can't heal your team. You know? She's a 2-in-1. She's a 2-in-1. She's a 5-star. She could match Zhongli at that point, because Zhongli is a lockdown CC guy on top of being an insane shielder. You know? That would be amazing. And then make it so she does absolutely no damage. Make it so she hits like a wet noodle, right? But the EM boost that you get with her jellyfish while off field justifies having her on the team. Now imagine a Diluc with that, right? Or Hu Tao. Dude. And then you get a free vaporized heal EM support? Oh man. That would be wild. That would be crazy. I don't know who said that in the chat, but you're a genius. You're a mastermind. You know? I prefer that she can attack your enemies while walking like Hersher of the Void. That would be true. That'd be sick. I have no complaints about her kit because I don't know if she's good or not at the moment. I could have complaints about the kit in the future, but I think there's a chance she could be good, right? And I hope that they buff her if she's not good. I have one complaint. I do have one. I have one complaint. Oh no. I wish walking on water was her passive. Not her ult. And I wish it wasn't limited to like 5 seconds, because while this is an exploration based game, why would you ult just across a body of water? You know, and then you can't use that in Spiral Abyss. I kind of wish that you could walk on water as her passive. That would be so cool. So cool. Personally, that's my take. That's my only thing. That's actually the only change I actually want to see. You know, maybe she needs more changes. Possibly, it would be cool if they did like an EM healer type of thing. But yeah, that's me. Or maybe remove her stamina when swimming. That would be awesome. I said it. Elemental reaction. Was it Daneslave? Elemental reaction always works on every battle, and I really enjoy it. I agree. Yeah, I think if she isn't strong, make it so that we gain EM while we're off field and this jellyfish is there, you know? And then it's just free swirl. It's free vaporize with the EM, which means consistent vaporize with Hu Tao in her flame mode, right? That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great. Dane, you're a genius. Representing the Dream Team fam properly. Properly. I feel like Kokomi has great potential as a support if miHoYo works on her, that is. But I like Dreamer staying optimistic about it. Yeah, I'm not trying to be... I just think we gotta test the character more, you know? But at the end of the day, I do agree with the sentiment that some of the Inazuma characters feel like you're restricted in certain aspects of their kit, right? Specifically Yoimiya. But her DPS is great, actually. I actually think her DPS numbers are phenomenal. She's just a consistent over time DPS, not a burst DPS, right? But actually, I've seen her shred. I would like to see her ultimate, not her ultimate, mainly her E. Kind of have like an always uptime, that'd be sick. And then just have her snapshot. That's it. That's really it. Also, a counter argument you could say for the Inazuma characters versus like Liyue and Mondstadt, right? Is miHoYo made the mistake of releasing characters broken. And now they're trying to make the characters be as they intended, right? But because we're so used to OP broken character one-shotting everything, these characters feel underwhelming, you know? Could possibly be it. Could possibly be it, you know? I think that covers everything. I think that's I mean, that's my take on that. It could be a hot take, but my problem when using Ayaka, you can't dash, for there lies a stone step before you. True. I'd say Ganyu should be nerfed. I agree. The only issue is, how do you nerf in a gacha game? Post banner. The only way, like, even post banner, that's hard. That's why I'm saying you can't, like, if they are planning to buff Kokomi, which I don't know if they should, and I don't know if they will. But I'd much rather them release an underwhelming character and then buff it than release an overwhelming character and then nerf it. Because when the people spent money on a character expecting something and then it gets nerfed, it's very feels bad. Especially with how expensive these characters are. So while I do agree that for balance sake, Ganyu does need to be nerfed because she's way too broken, I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. I think they've just kind of, you know, it is what it is. I think they have to leave it, you know? I don't really think that they can nerf a character in a gacha game. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah. Yeah, why nerf characters in a gacha game? Buff characters instead. Correct. Granted, you know, Ganyu does not need buffs at all. I don't have any artifacts on her at all. Oh my god, they're scary. Run away. Do you know it? Do I know? Do I know it? Do I know? Question mark. Kokomi was made legit for New Abyss. Yeah, but the thing is, like, Kokomi isn't even necessary for the New Abyss. Like, yes, the New Abyss smacks really hard, but I've seen people like completely clear it easily with Bennett and Jean. Granted, they take damage, but not necessary. You know, it's not needed. Not needed. Amber buff? Okay, that's that. Listen, that's my only. Okay. You got me. Everyone knows Amber's my homie. It's my OG. I've been waiting, dude. Like the moment I get like C3, insta 90. She's the OG homie. The storyline of Genshin Impact would not have happened without Amber. Literally. She's the reason you even have a game. She's the reason you even have a game. I'm dead serious. Without her, there is no Inazuma. There is no leeway. There's us getting destroyed by the Abyss Order in Mondstadt. She vouched for us when no other person vouched for us. She's the one that got us on the Knights of Favonius' good side. Without her, Kaya would have been super sus of us. The way he's super sus of everyone. You know? She is the poster girl, for the most part, right? Of Honkai Impact. Or Genshin Impact. Mihoyo. She was even in the anniversary video. Because she's just that OG and that wholesome. She's the homie. How do we have a 5-star pyro character before Amber buffs? Bro, 4K. Why? Bring back the Amber dance idol animation. That was absolutely amazing. She should be the greatest 4-star in all of Genshin Impact, in my opinion. Breaks my heart. I'm dead serious. And hot take, I actually think she's cool. Like her kit. I actually think her ultimate's one of the coolest ultimates in the game. Genuinely. It's one of the cool, consistent pyro application, damage over time ultimate. Dude, so cool. You know what's the worst part about that? Ganyu's ultimate is essentially an upgraded version of Amber's ultimate. Granted, she's a 5-star, so it should be that way, right? But still, we need a buff for Amber. Pretty please. Techie said he's tempted to play Endwalker because he needs... Dude, tell Techie that Final Fantasy XIV is one of the greatest games, especially MMO, that he will ever play. Period. Hands down. No questions asked. Straight up. Played a lot of MMOs. That is one of the greatest, if not the greatest. I genuinely believe it's the greatest. You can make an argument for some others. Dude, insane. All I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. But that's a phenomenal point. I don't think we should hyper-focus on these issues. And at the end of the day, make sure you're enjoying the game. Make sure you're having fun with it. Fall in love with the reason why this game exists, which is the exploration. Take pictures of the scenery. Enjoy the divine music, right? The divine art, right? I thought I died. You know, and enjoy the overworld. But if you feel like you need a break from the game because of all of the issues that keep getting brought up, right? Please take a break. Please take a break. Just make sure it's for your mental sanity. It's not because you're angry at the beautiful artists that make our amazing characters, right? Make sure it's because you just need a break from the community and the toxicity that you see, because that's understandable. Your mental health comes first, you know? I'll be honest with you. No matter the amount of toxicity, I will always be probably playing this game because this game genuinely makes me happy. Regardless of the issues, right? This game still makes me happy. Can you believe that? Still. I mean, bro, look at my boy. His story is literally therapy for me. Literally. All right, fam. We're ending the stream. We're calling it there. It was a great stream. I appreciate the support. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I gotta wake up at 9 in the morning to do a 5-mile hike, which I'm so pumped about, but I am gonna be a little tired. I love hiking. Big fitness guy. But before we end, I promised something. Live reaction. Live reaction. Hold on. Kokomi demo. Okay. Hold on. Japanese sub. Just because I personally play in Japanese. I think all the dubs are great. Totally not putting Japanese on the off chance I hear Raiden's Japanese voice actor. Because that'd be great. All right. Let's do this. Live reaction. Let's do this. I'll be honest, man. The reason I never made a video on this is because I really didn't want to see all the hate and comments on Kokomi because it's pretty crazy. Pretty wild. So, yeah, but I figured live reaction. Let's do this. Let's keep this live. People ask, refer to them to the stream. Okay. Let's go. Oh.
強大な個体を前にした時、魚の群れはかわそうとしますが、運が悪ければ食べられてしまうでしょう。そのため弱者である魚類は一致団結し、強大な魚群となって互いを守るのです。これこそが弱者としての抵抗。祖先はかつて暗い海底に住んでいました。彼らが初めて星空を見た時、どのような気持ちを抱いたのでしょう。それを思うと目の前にある光をより大切にしたいのです。海のちぎりよ。
Wow!
軍のように団結すれば弱者も強者に勝てる。それが渡積島の生きる道。そして皆さんを広い海へと導くことこそ荒人神の御子としての責務なのです。
I'm sweating at how beautiful that was. Oh my god. Did y'all hear that? Listen. Why can't I click on this? Hello? Are you gonna... I'm trying to... Please? YouTube? Question mark? That was one of the most beautiful tracks. That was one. Wow. I don't think I've ever been speechless before for that was like gorgeous. Like I'm at a loss for words. Like, don't get me wrong, the hype tracks are amazing, but holy hell. Stunning. Stunning is the word. Wow. I was not expecting that. There's a reason I haven't covered this video. I wasn't expecting that. Wow, this was one of the most beautiful compositions and one of the most amazing trailers I've seen. I'm dead serious. I'm not... Raiden and Kazuha are the people I get hyped about, right? Like, I hyped them the heck up weeks ahead of time. I didn't release this on when this video dropped, even though I knew about it. Like, I'm not hyping this up for the sake of hyping this up. This is beauty. Like I'm gonna do my best to keep my mouth shut. Just feel this with me. Feel this with me. Wow. Just feel. Just feel. Just...
海の生き物にはそれぞれの生きる道があります。強大な個体を前にした時、魚の群れはかわそうとしますが、運が悪ければ食べられてしまうでしょう。そのため弱者である魚類は一致団結し、強大な魚群となって互いを守るのです。これこそが弱者としての抵抗。我々の祖先はかつて暗い海底に住んでいました。彼らが初めて星空を見た時、どのような気持ちを抱いたのでしょう。それを思うと目の前にある光をより大切にしたいのです。海のちぎりよ、団結すれば弱者も強者に勝てる。それが渡積島の生きる道。そして皆さんを広い海へと導くことこそ荒人神の御子としての。
Did y'all feel that? Do you know how hard it was? Do you know how hard it was to not like comment throughout this? It literally wasn't hard at all because it literally kept me speechless. I didn't have nothing to say. Holy f... I'm trying to find the words. Y'all are seeing like a live reaction of like how my brain goes when I do these things. I'm usually not this quiet though. Immersion. Like you're with Kokomi in the trailer. You're not watching Kokomi. You are like not to sound weird, but I'm being genuine here. Like you feel what she feels, her gentle, kind nature, you know? Her ancestry of the ocean being one of the most beautiful things about life. From the moment this composition starts, the very first seconds they let you know you're underwater with Kokomi. The water bubbles are coming in. And that, dude, that piano. Hot take. I think that the second drop was amazing, but that first drop did something to me. That first drop in the song, wow. This is on some emotional. I'm an emotional sob. All right, I'm a crybaby. I feel things. I'm very sensitive. I'm a sensitive dude. I am aware of this, right? I get angry easily. I get happy easily. I get excited easily. I get sad easily. Just how I am. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Dude, the way it goes up and down the scale, it's dun 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 dun. Like, and it starts underwater with like the echo effect throughout the entire composition. It almost feels like you're in your thoughts, which is what they might be portraying here with Kokomi because she's underwater. Notice how she's grabbing her legs and her eyes are closed. You're in your thoughts. It's a very intimate and like isolated, but also reminiscent vibe. Like you're thinking about everything that makes you you. Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. This kind of sounds like someone is like, and this could be a stretch, but this is what I feel, right? Dude, that piano track makes it sound like it's someone that is deep underwater that deals with so many pressures of society, and you're constantly trying to rise above the water. That piano track going dun da 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 with like the echo chamber effect, right? It feels like maybe this is just because of someone that I've lost people, so maybe I'm just being sensitive to it, but it feels like it's like you're dealing with the stresses of life constantly and you're trying to find hope or you're trying to find the bright side of things, but then there's more responsibilities and more responsibilities that you have to deal with. And then the freaking violin with the vibrato coming in, just giving you the chills, the sound of the whale coming on, right? By the way, Mihoyo, you're not slick. I get it. That's us. You're trying to say that we're a whale overlooking Kokomi, right? You're trying to call us out. Well, I agree. I think you should call us out. We appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, like these are the parts that I cut out. I get off topic a lot. Fudge, man. Like it's so ethereal and emotional and intimate. And then you have that violin coming in, right? The long vibrato strokes symbolizing the history and ancestry of Kokomi, right? And then as the water is rising, so too does the violin become more and more hopeful. When the smaller fish gather together. Yeah, well said, chat. Mr. Melancholy, reverb. Instead of music that has lots of going on in between, the reverb from the piano fills in the space. That's what I meant by echo. I'm not a music professional, by the way. I'm just a music geek. I listen to a lot of music. I'm emotionally sensitive. Music is what got me through life, to be honest with you. The piano fills in the space that should be empty, allowing you to immerse yourself in the sound. Beautifully said. Triumphant rise.
そのため弱者である魚類は一致団結し強大な魚群となって互いを守るのです。これこそが弱者としての抵抗。
That's my favorite part of the entire song. Don't get me wrong, the second drop is amazing, but damn, that's my favorite part of the entire song. It just hits me so hard.
強大な魚群となって互いを守るのです。これこそが弱者としての抵抗。
Bro, it sounds like a freaking heartbeat echoing.
弱者としての抵抗。
Yeah, bro, they're so detailed orientated, man. I love it. I love their musicians, dude.
これこそが弱者としての抵抗。
You hear the glitter and the shimmer in the back? This is interesting. Two sides to Kokomi. A liberated Kokomi and then maybe a Kokomi weighed down by her responsibilities as leader of Seno, I forgot how to say it. Rest and rebuild. Bro, this literally makes me feel I'm gonna be real with you. Like this could heal like the saddest moments of your life. Maybe because I'm just an emotional, sensitive dude. But like, dude, oh, bro, I'm getting emotional. It's just everything about this and the way this is portrayed. Like the way Kokomi starts under the water and it's all black, the abyss and darkness and weight, an endless ocean, right, of life. That feeling with the piano, like you're trying to come above water, but there's so much responsibility that you're trying to break out of, right? The way it relates to you as a person. When a mighty predator appears, the weaker fish seeks shelter. Like she's literally like making you feel appreciated as a weaker fish. Yet many will still be devoured under the pressures of society. But when smaller fish gather together, this one melody is like the most healing melody I've listened to in a hot minute. Bro, like I feel like I'm flying in the galaxy with this. Are you kidding me, dude? Wow. And this is finally that moment in your life where hopefully you reach this point. I hope with all my heart you reach this point. This is the moment where you realize how much beauty there is to life. There's so much bad about the world. It's easy to drown yourself in it. This is like the moment in the composition where you realize like, wow, there is a lot of bad a lot of bad, but damn, life is beautiful.
光をより大切にしたいのです。海のちぎりよ。
You guys know I love violins, bro. Oh man, it's hitting the feels, dude. Those violins are just hitting. Dude, what's so nice about these violins, and you could just like there's a sense of happiness and beauty, but you still have that tinge of pain in the violin. It's not that you ignore the pain or you act as if it never happened. It's accepting that you have it, but still finding the beauty, right? Woo!
両軍のように団結すれば弱者も強者に勝てる。それが渡積島の生きる道。そして皆さんを広い海へと導くことこそ荒人神の御子としての責務なのです。
Wow. Wow. I need that track release. I want to listen to that when I go to sleep. I'm dead serious. I'm not even like just saying that. Like, God, that track is so beautiful. Yeah, if there's something you don't have to worry about MiHoYo, it's their artists and their musicians. It's the people, the creatives of their team are just. Yupin Chang needs to be in charge of the. I think he should. I think the artists and the creatives are the most, you know, typically emotional and compassionate people for the most part, and should be in charge of the rewards. I feel like they would understand the most. God, it's so beautiful. Yes, it feels so immersive. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, it feels like you were right there next to her. I usually always listen to the English voice acting, at least on the videos, so I guess I'll do that too. Try not to cry. Dude, music just hits. It really does. Dude, that was so nice. That was actually so nice.
The sea's teeming with creatures, all fighting to survive. When a mighty predator approaches, weaker fish seek shelter. Yet many will still be devoured. But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how many will still be devoured.
Do they have a lyre in the back? Or are they plucking violins? They're plucking a string-based instrument, and I didn't notice it at first, but it's adding a lot to the ethereal effect.
When a mighty predator approaches, weaker fish seek shelter. Yet many will still be devoured. But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak mount their resistance. Rest and rebuild! Our ancestors once dwelt in the dark ocean depths. How must they have felt when they first gazed upon the starry sky? Thinking of that moment makes me cherish the precious light I see now. Billowing surge! together to overcome larger foes. What the
Just feel this part one more time with me, okay? Just this part. I'm gonna ask you a question. But feel this part with me first. Get into it. Get emotional with me. If you're a dude, I know it's like popular to be like, oh, emotions, me. For men, right? No, it's okay to be emotional. Get emotional with me real quick. Feel this part real quick.
mighty predator approaches, weaker fish seek shelter. Yet many will still be devoured. But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak mount their resistance.
Feel that?
Rest and rebuild! Our ancestors once dwelt in the dark ocean depths. How must they have felt when they first gazed upon the starry sky?
Was that beautiful, chat? On a scale 1 through 10. Isn't that a gorgeous, beautiful, like chills track? Animation? The effects? Isn't this one of the most maybe I'm wrong, but this is one of the most beautiful trailers, both in music and visuals, ever dropped. I'm not even like a Kokomi guy. I'm not. I raid in all day, right? But damn.
Many will still be devoured. But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak mount their resistance.
Nice, right? Listen. For me personally, this is why I say you don't even need to provide anniversary rewards. This is why I say you don't even need to provide anniversary rewards. The issue was never the anniversary rewards. The issue was the way you valued the artists and the creatives of the community. That was the biggest issue. At the end of the day, if you're not going to provide rewards, fine. That's fine. But this, give more. Give us more gorgeous compositions like this. Give us more amazing animations like this. More amazing cinematics. During the anniversary, what you are obligated to do, at bare minimum, is you don't need to give rewards, but give us what we want. What do we want? We love this damn game. Why do we love the game? Because the characters, the stories, the beauty of the music and the art, give us more of that. If you're not going to be able to give us the primo gems, right? Or the wishes, that's fine. Give us more of this and we'll be happy and we'll be satisfied. All we say and all we ask is don't undervalue your artists. Don't undervalue your cosplayers. Don't undervalue your creators. This is all we need. This is it. This is why we fall in love with this game. You know?
When a mighty predator approaches, weaker fish seek shelter. Yet many will still be devoured.
That's me.
But when smaller fish gather together, they can act.
Maybe I'm in the minority, you know? Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that. But
how the weak mount their resistance.
This is why I keep coming back to this game. This is why I stay to Genshin, right? It's the unending tsunami of just amazing music and amazing compositions with gorgeous art and visuals and these trailers that absolutely get you emotional and make you feel so many different things, right? That's why I play this game. And then give back to your artists and your community. Show them love. Call them out on a stream. Showcase their work and where you can commission them, right? Build your community the way your community built you. And then what ends up happening is your artists and your creatives that are all of a sudden shown love by the developers, they want to give more back to the community. And then without you even needing to spend a dime, Mihoyo, the community ends up paying the community itself.
Just as fish gather to overcome larger foes,
That's it.
Watatsumi must unite to survive. And I must lead them to new open waters. For that is my duty as Divine Priestess.
Like straight up, that's why I host so many giveaways. Let's be real with it. The reason why is because you guys support so much.
Creatures, all fighting
You
to
make it
survive.
easy to want to do a giveaway. I almost feel bad when I don't have a giveaway going every like 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Yet many
It feels
still
bad. It
devour.
really does. You guys make it so easy to want to give back to the community.
Fish gather
That's
together.
all you need to do.
They can act as one body for the
Make more
protection
pieces
of
like
all.
this. Make more compositions like this. Make a special anniversary event like the concert that you're about to do. Don't undervalue. Don't give rewards that undervalue your artists or your community. But get on stream and be like, hey, these artists are amazing. You need to check them out. You know what we did? Because they showed so much love to Genshin, we decided to give them a Genshin Impact fan package that had all of their favorite voice actors autographed on their favorite characters.
How must they have felt
You know?
when they first gazed upon the
That way they
stars?
could further fall in love with the game. That's how I feel like it should be managed.
Makes me cherish the precious
And then the
moments
artists that receive all that support from the devs, and they want to give back to the community, you know? And it's just a never-ending feedback loop without you having to spend a dollar.
When a mighty predator approaches, weaker fish seek shelter.
That's my take.
Yet many will still be devoured.
That's my
But
take.
when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak
I just wish
melt the
Mihoyo
resistance.
acknowledged fanfiction writers. Facts. Facts. A lot of the most amazing comics that you see made in the Genshin Impact community has a genius writer behind it. We have amazing writer collabs that get done in the Genshin Impact community. They are also defined as a creative, as an artist, in my opinion. You know?
Our ancestors once
You know what I mean?
dwelt in
Like,
dark ocean depths.
On a real note.
They have felt when they first gazed upon the starry sky.
People think that creators like cover a game for money. And sure, money's a part of it, right?
Seas
Obviously.
teeming with creatures, all
But
fighting
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm weird. But any creator literally would not mind not getting paid a single dollar if you just send them the stuff they love about the game. You know, I personally wouldn't. You know? Give us ways to where we can give back to the community. All the money that we would spend, right? Make it so that we don't spend the money. And then make it so that on the contract, I genuinely believe developers should make content creators sign on any contract that's a partnership. Hey, we'll give all these things to you, right? Because we know you love the game and you promote the game in all the ways that you do, right? And this isn't for content creators. This is for content creators. Not just video makers, but artists. They are also content creators, musicians, writers, right? All of these people. Just give them the things that they love. But then also put in the contract, because we're giving all the things to you that you love for free, all we ask is that you give back to the community in turn for us. You know? It would be so easy.
the seas teeming with creatures, all fighting to survive. When a mighty predator approaches,
You know?
weaker fish seek shelter.
Man, we're in for a treat with this concert. This Genshin Impact concert is going to be beautiful.
But when smaller fish
Play
gather
Starfall track on her trailer?
together, act as one body for the
Starfall
protection
as in Kiana's theme? Question mark? The length is a little yeah, I'll be honest, I love Starfall, but it doesn't fit. I like it fits to an extent, but Starfall is a composition that requires a cinematic, in my opinion. You can add it to certain things, but
The sea's teeming with creatures.
it requires a cinematic, in my
fighting to
opinion.
survive.
And that could be my bias, right? But I can't think of a better track than the current Kokomi trailer that does this trailer justice. Like, Starfall is great. It's phenomenal. It's beautiful. But man, that ethereal feel really, 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 really does a good job at capturing Kokomi, in my opinion.
The
Fast forward to
sea's
3.
teeming with creatures, all fighting to survive.
What is reflected in my eyes? Now the moonlight in a starless midnight. The showers on the people passing by. One is so small and the world's so wide.
Wait, I might take back what I said.
Goes aside. I reach out for the halo far up high. Deeply engraved my memories.
Little bit.
Someone has come before is waiting me. Once I remembered all the tales written inside this world, no more freedom.
This might actually fit.
How you still believe. Crash against the barrier of the crowd. Tearing up pieces in the air, show that it's not fall. I wanna tomorrow, yesterday. This sparkle's shining, never fade till the break of day.
The first half of these lyrics fit perfectly. From chorus on, it doesn't fit. That's something unique to Kiana's story, because at this moment in the story, right? Crash against the barrier above the crowd. I want no tomorrow or yesterday. This is kind of really going heavy on her mindset of she's willing to risk it all, including her own life, which is why we get chapter 17 and Honkai Impact 3rd, right? Because she's not caring about her tomorrow or her yesterday. She just wants to give it her all, which is admirable, but also kind of dangerous, right? That part doesn't fit Kokomi, but this first part really fits. The lyrics in the first part, I gotta admit, fits the trailer a lot. But I will say, again, even though it fits, even if we just looked at the first half,
Teeming with creatures, all fighting to survive.
it doesn't get the water ethereal
Weaker
effect.
fish seek shelter.
It's missing the
Yet
reverb,
many
right?
will still be devoured. But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak mount their resistance.
Like Kokomi is not a loud character. She's a gentle character. Kiana's much more loud. Kasana, I'm loud. Runs in the genes. So it's hard to match this track with another track, because this really, really well defines Kokomi's quiet and gentle nature. Still getting that tactician vibe, right? But also showcasing the history, and that's hard to nail. You know?
How must they have felt when they first
Try Cyber Angel. Cyber Angel would not fit at all. That's too much hype of a song, right? Like it would fit, like maybe like the pacing of the song and the animation, but not the character itself, the identity of Kokomi. You know?
teeming with creatures, all fighting to survive.
This is completely unique to Kokomi.
Mighty predator,
And there aren't many things you can do in the composition to really capture that identity.
yet many will still be devoured.
Yeah.
But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This
Rubia? Yeah, not even Rubia, man. This just does a good job at staying quiet, subtle, but getting all the notes right. You know? Rubia has like heartache and a character defining moment that lets you know that this is going to change everything about this character. You know what I mean? I think the part of Rubia that will fit is this part, really showcasing the history of Kokomi, the way that Rubia showcases the history of Fuhua. But the rest of the track won't fit as much, you know? The first part of Starfall matches, oh, 100% agree. 100%. But the identity of Starfall is just so different from the identity of Kokomi as a whole, right? This track is just so well done. I'm blown away. You know? You know what I mean? That's just me.
Just as fish gather to overcome larger foes, Watatsumi must unite to survive. And I must lead them to new open waters. For that is my duty as divine priest.
Guys, if you're talking free to play versus pay to play, it's the same thing, bro. I hate to break it to you. It's the same thing. The amount of time wasted to get the character is literally about the same. It's you know what I mean? Like it's the exact same. You could say, oh, like the whale got it in a minute. What do you mean? The free to play got it in 5 minutes, right? That's not true, actually. Actually, the whale had to work to get the money, which took time away from the game, which allowed you to get the character. They both require time. Both require time. Free to play just deserves an extra pat on the back because you stay dedicated to being free to play. You know what I mean? That should be awarded. You're literally taking on the extra difficulty of the game as a free to play. That should be applauded. But in terms of like the time it takes or the effort it takes to get a character, the effort's about the same. It's still eating up time. The only time that doesn't make that, like, that's just not true is if you're a rich kid and you get, you know, $1 million deposited in your bank account from mommy or daddy every single month, in which case, you know, it's kind of a free handout, you know, so you didn't really work for that. So it's kind of different. Kind of different. Night Glow wouldn't work either. Night Glow, again, the first half would work great, but once you get to the defining moment, that insane beat drop, the yelling and screaming of Himiko's soul, right? It's just not Kokomi's character. You know what I mean? It's not Kokomi's character. Does Moon Halo fit? Moon Halo doesn't fit either. It has a defined, like they're different characters, fam. I don't know if there's a super quiet, whenever Sele gets her own theme that's not focusing on Veliona's power dynamic and is just focusing on Sele's gentle nature, right? The way this track focuses on Kokomi's gentle nature, I feel like that's a character that could mirror or match Kokomi's identity with the song. But Dual Ego still has an insane hype drop moment, right? So, you know. You know what I mean?
But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak mount.
So if Genshin was whale-based, you can buy good artifacts. Dude, true. Low-key kind of glad, in a weird way. Kind of glad they don't have whales to be... whales. They don't have artifacts to be purchasable. That would be monk-ass, man. I'm just saying. That would be kind of bad. Like, yeah, you could grind extra for Primo Gem refresh, for Resin refresh, right? But your RNG is still pretty, like the odds are you're probably, you know what I mean? Not going to get good artifacts. So, yeah, at the end of the day, the time taken is about the same as well. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad. Same. I'm kind of glad whales have to suffer the RNG too. 100%. I agree. Like that has to stay the same. They can never change that. If they change that, dude, that'd be bad. I'm gonna be listening to this all night, fam. Wow, that just put me in a whole mood. That put me in a whole mood. I mean, that's serious. Like, you know. All right, fam. I'm all emotional. It's a weird way to end the stream. It's a weird way to end the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. It's 3:30 a.m. I gotta wake up in 6 hours. And to go on a 5-mile hike, which is gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Genuinely, I'm a huge fitness guy, but I'm gonna be tired. Not gonna lie. Was it worth it? 1,000%. 1,000%. 100% would do it again. Here's a mix by TNBEE. Highly recommend it. I'm gonna fall asleep. There's a leak about the MiHoYo community about a new game. Have you heard the news? Star Rail? Yeah. We discussed it on what stream? What stream did we discuss? I'm tired. When did we discuss it? When did we discuss it, chat? It was the anniversary stream. The dev anniversary stream. Watch that stream bot. I kind of go into it, but don't get your expectations up. Maybe it's a new game, but the copyright is for entertainment. Their concert is called, I think, Starfire or something like that. And the name of the trademark is Star Rail. So there's a chance that Star Rail is just the channel for any concert-related stuff with Honkai's concert they're going to do. Keep your expectations leveled. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah. Take leaks with a grain of salt. Take leaks with a grain of salts, you know? The 5th anniversary. Yeah, the 5th anniversary. I'm just happy Bronny's an APHO. Facts, dude. Listen. Bronny on APHO? Damn. Jaw drop. The glow up was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Jaw drop. Like, I was like, Bronya? Hello? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Crazy. All right, fam. Love you guys. Doses. Salutes in the chat. Cheers in the chat. I'm gonna get some sleep. Till next time. Appreciate the support. Hopefully I didn't cancel myself on the internet today. That would suck. Yeah. At the end of the day, keep doing what you love. Don't be toxic, but feel free to continue to criticize, because criticism is healthy. It's a good thing. Doses. Peace out. Yes, Bronio was already a queen. Let's be real. Chad levels over 9,000. Always made Welt proud. But damn. Yeah. APHO. You know, like, sheesh. How the times change, right? Sheesh. Hope you guys have a great night. Please get some good sleep. Thank you for all the support. Y'all are literally like the best community I could ask for. I genuinely mean that. Y'all literally changed my life. I'm gonna go cry to this music now, if you don't mind. Love you guys. Doses. Peace out.